So we are in day 2 here at InfoComm. Very excited about this session that we're doing today. Before we get started, I want to do maybe a quick round of introductions. So for those who don't know me, I'm Jonathan Boaz from our Alliance team here at Shure. I'm joined with Matt from Microsoft and Tyler from our team as well. Guys, if you want to do a quick introduction, just to share with the world what you guys do.
Sure. My name is Matt Slomka. I am a program manager as part of the Teams Rooms product group. I do customer and partner technical enablement.
Awesome. Tyler Troutman with Shure with our strategic market development team. My job is really voice of the customer, making sure that we're actually building products and services that our customers are looking for.
Awesome. So the topic that we wanted to talk about today was why is audio so important for rooms? And when off camera, right before we sat down over here, I threw it at Matt. Matt was like, I have a great story about why audio is so important. So Matt, I don't want to ruin the story.
You don't want to steal my thunder?
Yeah,
all right.
It's all you.
Yeah, so when you prompted me with that, I was like, I had a really awesome experience. So actually, for my job interview at Microsoft, as you interview at Microsoft, you go through what they call a loop. You roll through 4 different engineers or peers or managers that are asking you questions, trying to feel out your opinions, seeing how you react in different situations. One of the questions and one of the things I was prompted with for one of the guys that's now actually my M2, he goes, video is more important. And I go, audio is more important. And he goes, video is more important. And, you do the little back and forth, but then you're like, well, I should really, am I wrong here? We're in an interview. Should I be agreeing with him? Should I not be? But I held my line because if I can't hear you in a meeting or in a conversation or in anything, unless I know sign language, audio is more important because otherwise you can't understand what I'm saying. Regardless of anything else going on, if you and I can't connect and have the verbal conversation, then there's really no point in having the meeting whatsoever. So, no, it was a really interesting conversation.
Trial by fire.
Exactly. Yeah, it was full on trial by fire for that one.
I love it.
Now, for our own selfish reasons, we really hope you won that argument.
I believe so.
How could you not win?
Right.
Because audio is more important.
Exactly.
And, I think historically when you look at like audio for conference rooms, many times it was about in real time, right? It's like we need it for this meeting because we can't have the meeting if we're not there. I feel like there's like an extra layer to it now with all the innovation that's happening right now. It's coming out of Microsoft around Copilot and the different features and stuff that we get from it.
Absolutely. And I mean, in reality, that's kind of the next big thing is there was always this focus on before the meeting. Are you ready for the meeting? And then did we have a successful meeting? Can I hear you? Can I see you? Can we collaborate in real time? Now we've also added this additional dynamic shift at Microsoft towards the post-meeting artifacts. Is the transcript at a high quality? Is the transcript accurate? Because if the transcript's wrong and maybe you said yes, but the transcript thought you said no, then when I take Copilot and reason on top of that transcript, if Copilot goes, oh, well, you said no, but in the reality you said yes, then the meeting artifacts afterwards are wrong, then any meeting notes and any action items, and then follow-up for the next meeting also ends up wrong. So that audio quality has become really key, not only, as you mentioned, for the real-time conversations, but also for everything afterwards and all of the post-meeting artifacts.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's about kind of like that equitable audio pickup. Like everyone needs to be heard.
Yes.
Exactly the same because we have quiet talkers and loud talkers and all that. And to your point, if the transcript is inaccurate, then it's kind of, we've lost the whole meeting, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I sometimes think about it kind of in maybe this is a terrible analogy, but it's almost like the difference between a baseball player who averages, he's batting 330 versus 300.
Yeah.
In one game that may not make a difference. Right. But over time, over a season, that batting average actually has huge impacts for the team and for the player. And I feel like it's that way right now with transcript, attribution, all these features, right? If I have, 10% better accuracy in a room, if I have a better microphone in the room, that actually can make a really big difference long-term for an organization.
Absolutely. So, yeah. And then taking that even a step further of as we do the comparisons and going, oh, is that Matt that was talking? Is that Tyler that was talking? Who is it that said that in the meeting? If we don't have a good audio reference to begin with, then as we try to do a comparison to identify those people, again, if the audio is not good, then you don't know who said it, then we can't attribute it, then the transcript's wrong, and then you continue down that cascading effect of someone has to manually go and adjust the transcript afterward, and someone's got to do all the review, and if you're spending all that time doing it, you might as well have just taken notes the first time around. We've ruined all of the automation in there.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it was, I always say it's about prioritizing audio early on, right? Because once this room is up and functioning, one bad meeting is going to lead to two bad meetings. It's going to lead to, we don't want to use that room anymore.
Well,
And then that just kind of spreads through the organization. And so prioritizing good audio from the very beginning and understanding the importance of it when making product decisions, I think is critical.
absolutely.
Yeah, you set me up for my next question perfectly, Tyler. So thank you. If there was like that one practical thing for somebody that's like watching this right now, saying, I'm starting to think about my next gen of conference rooms and collaboration spaces, what is that one piece of advice that we can give them kind of on the audio side, like set them up for success, right? I think you mentioned kind of think about audio early. I think that's like really good. Anything like we can take that to the next level for them to help them out with that?
Yeah, I mean, getting audio into the conversation, understanding the outcomes before you start making product decisions, right? What are you going to use this room for? What's the priority? Like, what do we want to achieve in this space? And understanding, especially with tools like Copilot, that audio has become more critical than ever, and going into the design process and thinking about the spaces you want to deploy with kind of an audio-first mentality, because audio is more important.
Absolutely. And that, I think, is really key. I think also designing around that entire thing. If you're starting with a new room from scratch, design the room to have a positive audio experience. Pick mic placement in the right spot. Maybe don't build a big glass box with concrete floors and hard ceilings. Design around some audio acoustics considerations too. There's some really awesome ways to build towards that, and making that so that you have a decent quality experience even when you're just in the room, much less than when you're considering the remote participants as well.
That's awesome. Maybe just to wrap us up, obviously I think our whole industry is always constantly following what's going on with Copilot, what's new. Maybe Matt, if you can give us like a little update, like what's the latest that we've been seeing from Copilot out there in the market, some exciting stuff that are happening?
Sure. Yeah, Copilot continues to evolve and adapt at a rapid pace. I think it is the fastest growing product we've ever done, and at the same time, the most changing and most innovative product we've built at the same time. So our biggest thing right now is we've switched and had Copilot Chat is actually available for free for everyone. So as long as you have a M365 subscription in Teams, Copilot Chat is there and available. That way folks can interact with it in a secure and containerized fashion, reason against their data. All of that is available across every M365 subscription now. And that's probably the biggest change in the last couple months that's been huge. And we've seen massive adoption across the board for Copilot because of that.
That's amazing. Well, thank you guys for your time.
Yep.
I do definitely want to say as well, we're super excited about our partnership with Microsoft and all the things that we've been doing over the last, I want to say, couple of years.
Yeah.
And we're really excited to continue this journey with you guys, kind of continuing the AI journey that I feel like is happening in the world right now around Copilot, and being able to contribute our little piece of audio that helps it
Really
bring it all
important
together.
to this whole thing. So,
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think for anybody who's watching this, we all realize audio is more important than video. We kind of won that argument here.
Oh, absolutely.
So guys, thank you for your time. Really appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.